Ever wondered what happens when an overpowered protagonist decides to keep their true strength hidden? In these epic isekai anime, our MCs act weak, underestimated by everyone, until the perfect moment arrives, and they unleash their full power in jaw-dropping fashion. From strategic masterminds to absolute powerhouses, these anime will leave you speechless. So buckle up, because today, we're counting down the top 10 isekai anime where the OPMC hides his true power until the perfect moment. Ixion Saga DT. One day, when Kon Hokage was playing an MMORPG, he received a request from a female character. He believes he has lucked out and met a partner online, but he is immediately transported to the world of Mira, where he accidentally saves a young princess by falling on her attacker with his swivel chair. Kon, who has no idea how he got there or how to travel back to his own world, joins the princess's honor guard, while a militant faction from the princess's own kingdom wants to kidnap her before she can fulfill her arranged marriage. 7 Knights Revolution, Hero Successor. 7 Knights Revolution, Iu no Keishusha takes place in a world where brave heroes battled the powers of destruction millennia ago. While their actions became legends, the power of these heroes was eventually acquired by successors, who fought to safeguard the planet. One day, Faria, the 7 Knights Successor, saves an ordinary youngster named Nemo from the armies of destruction. During the ensuing conflict, Nemo summons the power of a hero and becomes his successor. However, Nemo's hero is a foreigner unfamiliar to history, and thus an epic voyage in which the past and present collide begins. Chillin in another world with level 2 super cheat powers. When a modest merchant named Banaza is sent to the magical realm of Clyrode in another world, the residents hope he will become a hero capable of defeating the threatening Dark Army. Unfortunately, Banaza does not obtain any remarkable powers at level 1, as hero aspirants typically do, and he has no way to return to his previous world. As restitution, he is sent to live in a remote jungle. When Banaza arrives, he levels up once and has boundless powers, which he has no idea how to use. To avoid drawing notice, Banaza alters his looks and adopts the name Flio. While away from home, he comes across a young demi-human girl named Fenris, who appears to be looking for the same forest Flio was banished to. However, she attacks him and reveals her actual identity, a Lupin demon. Fortunately, Philo's unequaled magic overcomes Fenris, and she vows unwavering loyalty to him. Flio, on the other hand, refuses to exert control over her. Instead, the two pretend to be married and establish a new life together. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The world's greatest assassin had made a lifelong commitment to the organization that had raised him. Despite his loyalty, the same organization takes efforts to silence him, eventually leading to his death. Drowning in frustration and regrets he can no longer hide, he finds himself in an audience with a goddess drawn to his unique abilities. The goddess promises him reincarnation into a glorious world of swords and magic in order for him to complete a critical mission, slay the world's hero and prevent its destruction. Accepting the goddess' wish, he is reborn as Luff Toth Ade, the son of a noble line of assassins who serve the Alvan Kingdom. Luff learns new murder techniques from his father, which are markedly different from the cold-blooded and callous killing approach he used to practice. Furthermore, his other talents blossom, allowing him to make new friends and acquaintances. Nonetheless, Luff recognizes that his efforts are insufficient. For defeating a gigantic enemy like the hero requires perfection. I'm quitting heroing. When Demon Queen Echidna launches her invasion of the human realm, the people rely on the hero Leo Demon Heart to protect them. Leo, endowed with unrivaled might, easily repels Echidna's army, rescuing the planet. However, instead of thanks or admiration, Leo is received with contempt and ridicule from his fellow humans, who fear his tremendous might and feel that it would eventually lead to humanity's destruction. Leo, exiled from the realm he once called home, wanders aimlessly across the land until he hears reports of Echidna's attempts to rebuild her army. In the hopes that Demonkind will recognize him as an ally, he returns to the Demon Queen's castle and offers Echidna his assistance. Of course, Echidna promptly rejects him. However, not all hope is lost, as Leo persuades Echidna's 4 generals to allow him to work discreetly under their supervision. Leo assumes the role of a masked Dark Knight named Onyx and solves the demon army's concerns one by one, progressively enhancing the quality of life around the castle. Above all else, Leo wants to know why Echidna launched the battle in the first place. Dead Mount Death Play. A powerful necromancer known as the Corpse God dies in an epic fight, only to be resurrected as Polka Shinoyama, a little kid from modern-day Tokyo. While attempting to adjust to his new physical body, he is targeted by several factions dealing with the supernatural. Misaki Sakamiya, a high school girl who can see spirits, has been after his blood since they first met. Polka eventually encounters Takumi Kuruya, a contractor specialized in surveillance and hacking, and Lisa Kuraki, a crime leader based in Shinjuku, while attempting to make sense of this predicament in which unknown parties want him dead. Polka faces peril alongside these, and other unexpected, allies in order to learn the reality of his reincarnation and the fate that awaits the world he currently inhabits. Demon Lord Retry. Akira Uno is an everyday working adult who oversees the MMORPG Infinity game. 15 years after inventing the game, Uno decides to permanently shut down the servers. However, as the clock strikes midnight, he discovers himself in the body of middle-aged Hakuto Kanai, Infinity Games' Demon Lord. Soon after his unexplained transfer, he sees the demon Griol chasing a young girl named Aku. Although he easily eliminates the beast, Hakuto remains apprehensive. After all, he cannot recall creating the girl or the demon. Hakuto, doubting whether he is genuinely in his creation's reality, decides to investigate. Bringing Aku along as his guide and friend, Hakuto embarks on a journey to discover who or what summoned him to this mythical world, all while unleashing mayhem and destruction in his wake. Banished from the hero's party. Far from the reaches of demons and conflict, near Zoltan's borderland, D-rank adventurer Red lives a normal life. Through dedication and hard effort, his dream of opening his own apothecary and living a peaceful life in the countryside was realized. Red unexpectedly gains a live-in partner, an assistant named Rit, the princess of Duchy Logurvia and an adventurer herself, who sacrifices everything to join him. Although Red is honest, fair, and well-liked by everyone, he has a secret he only tells Rit. His real name is Gideon, the brother of Ritty Ragnarsson, the hero, and a previous member of her party. Ares Draua, the sage, threw Red out of their party following the war against the Demon Lord, deeming him weak and insignificant. Even though Red has left the hero's party to start a new life with Rit, his past has not let him go. Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. Makoto Masumi is transported to another world to meet the goddess, and become the hero as part of a mystery bargain made years ago between a goddess and his parents. However, the deity considers Makoto to be hideous, refusing to even look at him and revoking his heroic title. As atonement, the goddess sends Makoto to the darkest reaches of the wasteland, far from human civilization. Because of the difference between Earth and this new world, Makoto's latent physical and magical talents awaken, making him tremendously powerful. He meets a variety of demi-humans and legendary beings, all of whom are charmed by his characteristics and join Makoto in creating a new village where they may all live peacefully together. Despite his achievements, Makoto is still eager to meet other humans. In a world where the goddess herself has forbidden him from mingling with his kind, Makoto and his companions must fulfill his desire, and possibly improve society in the process. The Eminence in Shadow. Minoru Kajino has always wanted to be as powerful as possible, which has prompted him to engage in many forms of intense training. This wish, however, is not motivated by a desire to be recognized by others. Rather, Minoru does everything possible to fit in with the crowd. So, while pretending to be an ordinary student during the day, he armed himself with a crowbar and viciously terrorizes local biker gangs at night. Minoru's ambitions, however, appear to be dashed when he is involved in a truck accident. In his closing hours, he laments his powerlessness, stating that no matter how hard he trained, he could not overcome his human limitations. Instead of dying, Minoru awakens as Sid, the second child of the noble Kajita family, in a world where magic is ubiquitous. With the authority he craved finally within reach, he adopts the alias, Shadow, and formed Shadow Garden, a group whose main aim is to oppose the enigmatic cult of Diablos, an organization constructed from Sid's imagination. However, as Shadow Garden increases in size and power, it becomes clear that the cult of Diablos isn't as fictional as Sid had hoped. So these were the top 10 Isekai anime, where the OPMC hides his true power until the perfect moment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.